So the Xbox One was unveiled yesterday. Boy, do we have a lot to talk about.
Hit the intro!
So with the unveiling of this new Xbox, the internet kicked up a humongous shitstorm. And I'm not talking about just the PlayStation fanboys crying about how it's horrible and it doesn't compare to the new PlayStation. I'm talking about Nintendo gamers, people that back Xbox already and Microsoft, people that work for GameStop, people that back GameStop, just the whole array, and partially for good reasons too. I mean, but we'll get to that later. So, my first viewing of this whole unveiling was, I didn't see too much trouble with it. Now, I'll admit I watched it with a friend, so I think that did add to my enjoyment with it. I could turn to the side and kind of make jokes whenever somebody says something, like in the Call of Duty thing when they're showing the arm hair. Like that we would joke about that, or the dogs, or how skinny the players still look at NBA Live. But, so my first watch, I mean, I was excited. I understood that they were going for the entertainment this time, or in this presentation, and then the E3 presentation, that they're going for more of the games. But afterwards, I hit the internet, and there was just a humongous. People were freaking out about what they saw. I know some people did expect more games to be shown, and that's some argument, but I'm not dealing with that argument right now. I think that's a little bit too nitpicky. I know it's a game console, it should play games, but we're going to see the games E3. So, one of the big things is this whole used game DRM stuff. And I don't do used games. I buy games new, so that doesn't directly affect me. But I do trade games in at GameStop. So, the more and more I thought about this, I'm reading the articles, I just watching videos, and there's talk that this fee, that when you register your game on your Xbox, and you want to trade it in, and then the person who buys that game, and they have to pay a fee for a pre-owned game, there's talk that fee might touch $60 for new games. I mean, you buy a used game at GameStop for $55, and then they're going to charge you another $60? Now, that's destroying GameStop. Their GameStop will die if that practice ensues. The used game market's dead. Mom and pop stores will be... I don't see them being alive anymore either. I think this is that's very bad for them to do. This is a really horrible of idea. I don't see them making any new friends, I guess I should say. So the next thing that people are complaining about is the always connected to the Kinect. That's weird. But the problem is that the new Xbox, well, I'm just start calling it the X1 because I kind of like that name. With the X1, it has to be connected to the Kinect at all times in order to function. Now, for me, I take care of my consoles. I take care of everything perfectly. So I don't really have a problem with this because I understand people say it might break, the neck might snap, but my buddies, I personally only Kinect. I'm not a huge fan of the original one, but a couple of my friends have it. They haven't encountered any problems with it breaking. We're all we pay close attention to our game systems. We try to keep them nice, but I don't know. I mean, maybe, I don't see the big argument here. I have a feeling that if something does happen to the Kinect itself, that if you call Microsoft and talk to them, that they will, I don't know, maybe I'm giving them too much credit. But I feel that this argument may not be the strongest. I think this is another example of people just trying too hard to kick up some dirt. I really think that the used DRM thing is the biggest deal here. Now, I had mentioned that through my first sit-through of this, or of the unveiling, I enjoyed it. And then the next day, well today, I sat down and watched it again. I read some more articles, watched some more videos, and to be honest, it's weird. I wasn't as impressed with it as I was when I first watched it. Maybe it's because I was so excited and I hyped myself up for it the first time, but I'm really considering not pre-ordering this console. I mean, unless they come to E3 and just smack us in the face with title after title after title, and even then, it will have to be exclusive, because if not, I can just jump to PlayStation and get the same games. Now that brings up another point I have. I don't put it past Sony to try the same thing. I know that they've said it's going to be the publisher's choice, and I know that maybe Sony games that are published by them, or PlayStation, whatever, that are published by them won't do this, but the big budget games that are on both consoles, I don't see a reason for them not to do it. I mean, if they're going to do it for the Xbox, why not already do it for the PlayStation 4? I don't see a reason why it's not going to happen on both. It's going to be the publisher's choice, and it's going to save them, well, in their minds, it's going to make them and save them money. So why not do it? I mean, maybe you guys have an idea down in the comments. Tell me, let me know. I know that the internet is not a place for opinions, so I'll probably get bashed for something I say here. But I'd like to know what your guys' thoughts on all this is. Will you get an X1? Are you going to get a PS4? Are you going to switch to PC gaming? I know that's a big thing too. And if I'm not impressed by the X1 or the PS4, I might save up for a PC. I don't really have the money to right now, but I guess I could put the money that I'm going to spend on one of these consoles towards a PC. But just, yeah, tell me in the comments what you're going to do. Are you going to stay with Xbox, stay with PlayStation? Are you going to switch to either or are you going to jump to PC? Be sure to like this video, favorite if you want, subscribe so you can watch all my other videos too. Thanks a lot, guys.